barely awake, but that means it's a good time to play Kingdom Hearts. So, last time we started Dream Drop Distance, I ended up figuring out 2 of the major plot twists on complete accident, so that's lovely. We finished Traverse Town with both Sora and Riku. We're about halfway through Hunchback with Sora. Okay, I see. So the rest of it goes to money. Hello?
It's being really slow 2 days in a row now with starting up.
Well, that bodes well. How's it going?
Fine. Had an easier time getting up this morning than I did yesterday.
Nice. Okay. Well, I guess that'll have to do for now. Yes. One of my little bastards knows cure, so at least that'll help until I can get it myself. He's already healed me like twice, so that's better than Donald ever was.
I believe the easiest way to get cure is to unlock the command from one of your spirits, and then once you unlock it from the spirit, it should show up in your command deck and you can equip it.
Oh, by the way, screw those flowers, they suck.
Yeah. Did have something that occurred to me yesterday after the stream and kind of chuckled a little bit to myself. About the whole series, it's been me and Danny saying how great the game is while you sort of tear it apart and maybe eventually begrudgingly like it. And then there's this game where me and Danny are tearing it apart and you're like, no, let's give it a chance.
Oh, okay, so they can run out of HP and I have to save them?
Yeah. And if you don't get to them in time, then you lose the spirit.
Then they explode into recipes. Okay.
They explode into recipe items. So I think you could just make a new Meow Wow, but it would be back at
I don't like that.
low level.
Where even was that thing coming from?
Let me just say how inconsequential that is. I have never lost spirit.
Love when the enemies gather in a place that's not the easiest to get to. Oh, okay, fair. Sure, game. This was all one long battle, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still here, by the way.
Oh, Discord, wow. Alright, for your information, I am currently watching the stream at roughly 3 frames a second.
Ooh, that bad, huh? Okay, on the bright side, I only need to fight those guys. Wow,
Yeah.
that really makes platforming weird.
There is no platforming in DDD. You just bounce off walls forever.
I'm okay with that.
I'm not.
It's different.
There's no limiters to what flow motion is. Nothing stops you from just jumping off walls forever.
Honestly, that could be hilarious if there was some kind of mechanic where, like, the more times you bounce off of something, the more powerful your flow motion attacks are.
It's just sort of, it feels broken, like they didn't think it through at all. Although it is, if you've ever played the demo of DDD on the 3DS, the demo of DDD is even more busted because they didn't program flow motion to stop, so you can just fly, you dash forever.
I think I tried it once or twice. You did not just hit yourself with cure, you bastard! Gotta love when the enemies are cheeky shits, huh? Okay, so I just need to find the last big guy.
Kingdom Hearts 3, when we get to that, it's going to bring flow motion back, but it drastically rebalances it, and I actually enjoy flow motion in 3.
I'm getting real sick of those little vines.
The window for activating flow motion is a lot shorter in 3, so it doesn't feel like something you can just spam like you're doing here. And second off, you're only allowed to bounce off the walls 3 times before Sora just can't do it anymore.
I mean, as long as they balance the actual attacks to make up for that, I'm fine.
Well, that too. The attacks from flow motion in Kingdom Hearts 3 are honestly not much more powerful than regular finishers.
Okay, so it's more for the sake of style than
Yeah,
outright being
it's for
blatantly
style
better.
as well as the best part of flow motion in Kingdom Hearts 3 is they add a thing called air step, and it's linked to shot locks. So if you point a shot lock at an enemy, and instead of pressing X to fire off your lasers or whatever, you press square and you dash all the way across the arena straight up into their face, and you can start comboing them right away.
Oh, okay. That just sounds neat.
Oh, it's so cool.
Man, are you gonna have to remind me about shot locks again for KH3?
Perhaps.
Is it
I remind you
activated
about
the
air
same
step more than
way?
shot lock. I wish shot locks were in DDD too, because it just sort of feels like yet another thing that's missing from this game that should have been here. But no, they just wanted you to spam, spam, spam flow motion all the time, always.
What about 2.8?
2.8 has shot locks as well. Well, one shot lock.
There's only the one?
No. Well, it's only 3 hours long.
Wow, so I can do that in one stream sitting. Okay, well that was a vaguely obnoxious.
Kingdom Hearts 2.8 is basically a Kingdom Hearts 3 tech demo. Proof of concept kind of thing.
Is that not what I called the first Kingdom Hearts game? Let's see.
I don't remember what you called the first Kingdom Hearts game.
I think I called it proof of concept.
I mean, sorta. I love Kingdom Hearts 1, it's my second favorite in the series, but yeah, it definitely has a lot of first game moments. It definitely feels like a first game in a series, which isn't exactly a compliment.
Oh, this is a support one.
Probably. One thing I'm gonna say.
What's up?
Often unlock abilities. As much as I hate messing with the spirits, like, you've gotta do it. You don't gotta pet them necessarily, but you've gotta unlock their abilities.
Okay, if that thing can cure, then that's already going to be a big help.
Oh man, you didn't have a whole party of 3?
No.
Yeah, you should. You had 3 spirits, so I don't understand why you didn't have a full party of 3.
Because I was in the middle of combat. When
Have you been in the ability links? I think it is.
This?
Not this. So go into spirits.
Links.
So this is like the ability trees and stuff. See right there, unlock that, and then you have the cure command. Now you have a cure command, and you can go add that to your command deck. Each of these abilities, they don't affect your spirit, they affect you.
Okay, so...
Well, I think they affect your spirit too, but only the Meow Wow gets things from here, but you get them all. So you want to do this with each of your spirits, and this is the equivalent to ability melding and birth by sleep. The difference is that you only have these abilities for as long as you keep the spirit in your party. So as soon as you find a better spirit and replace one, you kind of gotta start over.
So I just have strike right now.
Yeah, you gotta equip it to your command deck, but you do have it now. And now you just have more HP. So yeah, that last battle probably would have been a little easier if you
I'd
had
actually,
figured that out sooner.
if I'd actually known what to do.
When I saw you die that many times, I sort of knew you had a problem, but I had to wait for you to finish the battle to show you what was going on.
I appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, that should help a lot, actually.
So yeah, I don't know. Every time you do a couple battles, your spirits have gained some levels, do that. I also suggest every now and then feeding them the candies you pick up, because those add SP points to your spirits, and you don't have to pet them and shit for that, you just have to throw candy at their face.
I mean, isn't that not the best way to get a bond with someone?
And then scream and rage when the wrong one eats the candy. Because you didn't want to give it to that one, you wanted to give it to the other one.
In that case, wouldn't you just unequip the ones that you don't want to level up so that only the one you want to level up gets the candy?
I suppose you could do that, but it's a lot more effort than I ever went through.
Boop.
Ha, hey, ha. Ha, hey.
I'm literally just in Paris.
Yeah, ha.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if I had to keep pushing it for frickin' elephant!
So long. Hey. Come on. Freeze. Fine. Oh.
I mean, granted, it's the rhinos that gave me more trouble in that first fight, but still.
Oh, did you? Okay, okay. Never mind.
There.
But it's gotta be nice to finally have Cure, after complaining so much that you didn't have it.
I mean, at least the game started me with 6 potions. That was nice of it.
I think most games start you with lots of potions. It's just usually Donald and Goofy have most of them, and they piss through them in a matter of seconds.
You know what? That's probably fair.
Yeah.
If you ever watch a Kingdom Hearts speedrun, one of the first things they do is they go into the menu as quickly as possible and they take all of the equipment from Donald and Goofy.
I mean, whenever I got a guest star party member for one of the worlds, I'd always steal their shit immediately. Unless I planned on using them, like with Beast.
Back off.
What the hell did they do to Strike Raid? Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's weird.
So long.
Well, it's a single attack strike rate, unfortunately.
Hey. Ha. Ha.
Man, I'm looking forward to... We get to unlock more, like, flow motion type attacks, right? Or is that it?
So long.
I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything left flow motion to unlock. You've got shock dive. I think there might be a dash flow motion attack that you still get. So like one more.
Okay, because I figure since it's the main mechanic of the game, I was kind of hoping there'd be more upgrades to earn and stuff.
Oh. In KH3, they don't. When you start with full motion, you don't even have the ability to jump up when you jump off walls.
Really?
You can only dash straight away. Hey, you can't press circle to jump. You can only press
Square to
square
leap up.
to dash. So, like KH3 even has you feel like you're growing with full motion more than DDD does.
Another battalion. Okay, that's the way I'm supposed to go, but I want to go this way. I'm curious. You know, I will give them credit for that. The worlds are very exploration focused here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it feels kind of
It's better than like something like Kingdom Hearts 2 where everything's a hallway and there's never anything you're gonna miss.
Yeah, this definitely encourages you to use your abilities to wander the environment.
To me, it feels really like the experience is really cheapened because it's just so easy to get everywhere. I do not struggle to use flow motion under any point in time. There's no challenges to getting anywhere in this game.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Okay, so... Okay, so there's just an invisible wall of fire there. Rude. Wow, you can really clear a distance if you have a wall.
Yeah.
Love it. That's really cool.
Pretty sure that there have been people who don't touch the ground challenges of Dream Drop Distance.
How do they attack?
I mean, there's some aerial moves.
Okay, so the graves count?
Counts as walls.
Sometimes it feels like they weren't sure what to program as flow motionable. Boop.
No, I said that shock dash really good and you can spam it, but it's just sort of so funny to me how that's literally become like whole gameplay is shock dive every 2 minutes, every 2 seconds.
I've been switching in the other one, and honestly, if the normal stuff was better...
Oh, I'm not like telling you you're doing bad, it's just... Oh, DDD's combat is so lopsided.
It legitimately feels like, okay, this is our gimmick for the game. How do we encourage people to use it? Make normal attacks suck? That's brilliant, James!
I mean, normal attacks in Birth by Sleep kind of sucked too, but they didn't suck this bad. It feels worth it to hit an enemy with a right basic combo in Birth by Sleep. It doesn't really feel worth it in this game.
Plus, BBS had shot locks.
Which sucks because combo game is one of my favorite parts about KH3 combat, and there is no combo game in DDD because you're always flow motion spamming.
You're right, cheeky bastards, aren't you? Okay, so the Keyblade Master little Pokemon guys are able to sense stuff. That's neat. Okay, sure.
Poison chalice thing. You're like, nah, I'm not using the reality shift.
I saw an opportunity to not, so why would I? Let's see. Are there more?
It's another thing that's funny to me. The game clearly expects you to think you need the reality shifts to get over here, but flow motion is so busted that you can just do it anyway.
Yes.
Cat Tanuki? It's not just a cat or a Tanuki, it's both. Like, what? I don't know what I expected. I legitimately don't know
one
what
of the recolors of the Meow Wow.
we legitimately haven't, like, we're already at the point of getting recolors?
I don't really change out my spirits that horribly often when I play this. I kind of stick with the first ones for a real long time until I unlock the dinosaurs, because dinosaurs are cool. Oh yeah, I do actually use this one a lot.
I mean, it looks neat.
It can turn into a little ball of fire and roll around the arena, which can be useful because it occasionally accidentally hits the enemy when it's doing that.
It occasionally hits the enemy on accident. Okay, so those are level locks. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Ooh, now I already have Kira. Opens once you link with the spirit 5 more. Oh! Okay. That'll actually be worth it to get at some point.
And both Sora and Riku count towards the counter.
Alright, so if I have something equipped on both characters...
Yeah, you should try and have the same party equipped to both characters, because then you're leveling up the same spirit, so both characters are getting stronger even when you're playing as the other one.
You know what? That makes perfect sense, actually.
There.
As long as all three of the same spirits are in the party, like you could have different spirits, because you have only 2 spirits join you in battle. You could have different spirits in battle, as long as you have the same 3 spirits in the party. You're building towards the same things with each character.
Okay. Well, that was just a waste of my time.
Yeah. Oh.
I do like it has the little trail to show you where you've been. That makes it a bit easier to not backtrack.
Yeah, that's nice. That's definitely something that DDD added that was a good.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to find the secret passage. Well, there's enemies, so this is probably the right way.
So long. There.
And so it was. I love RPG logic. I thought for a second this is the same place I went to get there, and I was like, what? No, it's still the graveyard, it's just a different part of the graveyard.
Yeah. There. Yeah. There.
I'm still a little bit from a drop, right? It says 1.3. I'm trying to figure out how long it...
So it's not a minute and 3 seconds. That's not what that means. But I don't really... Until it starts, like, really dropping, I'm never very good at figuring out how much time I have.
Well, there's a drop me not if I need it.
We just finished up Riku last stream, so you should have a good long time.
Yeah, the first thing I did when I got here was I dropped to Sora and came back to his hunchback.
Alright.
There. Hey, yeah, yeah. There. Yeah, come on. Ha. 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 Yeah.
I do like the shockwave off of the shock dive.
So long. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, I see why that's one of the most useful things I can do in battle.
Well, shock dive is the most useful because it does a lot of damage and it's quick. The hurricane blast or whatever. No, it's not hurricane. The thing where you immediately press the button off the wall.
Kick dive.
Yeah, that it has too much build up. It leaves you open. Bosses can murder you while you're doing that. Because DDD has some tough boss fights at the end.
Tough as in fun, or tough as in, oh my god, why?
One of them, it took me a good 15 tries my first time I got to it. And the other one's infamous, but I beat it the first try, so I never really got why. Well, I suppose I understand why, because there's sort of a thing about one of the semi-final bosses where if you mess up at the end, he heals himself and you basically start the boss over.
Oh god, that sounds terrible.
It's really, really, like, shown off, like you know it's coming when it happens. It's just a matter of can you do what the game's asking you to do. Telegraphed. The word I was looking for is telegraphed. It's very, very extremely telegraphed. You know it's coming.
Well,
it's
that's
just
good,
instead of having you lose if you don't do it, you know how you're always complaining about the game just deciding you lose. Instead of having you lose, the boss starts over.
I'm not a fan of the game just deciding to make you lose. Like,
it doesn't just decide to make you lose, but it might as well have, in my opinion, because just starting over the boss but not having as much resources anymore. Like, I suppose in DDD, by that point, you wouldn't really run out of resources, but still.
The Marley fights in 2, sometimes he'll just combo you for a good 20 count. And you gotta deal with that.
Yeah, I actually got pretty decent at blocking Marley.
I did too.
And again, I'm okay. Now you're getting close to dropping. I make jokes that I forget the guards even in the game all the time. I know you've seen me do the thing where, look, all I needed to do to learn how to guard was change the genre of the game while playing Melody of Memory.
I guess if I get extra stuff, I can sell it.
Suppose you don't need the paint.
You mentioned Balloon is like one of the strongest spells, right?
Balloon Ra is really powerful. I don't think Balloon is. But you would have to do the thing that unlocks Balloon Ra to get it. And I don't want to do it.
Alright, so are we at like the 30 seconds to drop?
It's more than 3 seconds, but I don't know.
30.
Maybe a minute. Yeah, minute 30 seconds, something like that. There it is.
30
I
seconds.
got 30.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll just drop now and start Riku's Hunchback.
Oh, okay.
And let's make Riku stronger, why not?
Yeah, that's not the command for balloon. That is just a balloon.
Okay, so now as Riku, we need to land here.
Yeah.